everyone, it's Sammy from Sammy's Sweet Life, and today I've got my week 15 pregnancy update. I'm definitely feeling slightly better than last week, but I'm still having some bouts of nausea, and I really still have to eat around the clock or I start feeling really bad. Also, I'm still on the Pepcid pretty much around the clock. As soon as it starts wearing off, I start feeling as sick as I did before. So I know it's just the heartburn really causing a lot of my symptoms. I'm trying something new this morning. I didn't feel all that terrible when I first got up this morning, so I waited to take anything and I started feeling the heartburn feeling, and so I took Zantac, and so far so good with the Zantac. I'm going to see how it goes with just that. The mechanism for Zantac is a little bit different than the mechanism for Pepcid. I feel more comfortable taking something like that. If I had heartburn in the past, I would take Tums or Zantac, and I never have taken a proton pump inhibitor until pregnancy and being really desperate. I'm starting to get hungry, so I'm going to try to film this a little bit quickly so that I can have my snack. I have been loving popcorn. That's just one of the things. I've had at least a bag of popcorn a day, or we've popped it in the popcorn popper, and I've eaten a bunch of that every single day for the last week. I'm just obsessed with it now. I'm slowly getting into enjoying food more, and it's not an all the time thing. It's just the certain cravings I'm having. I'm really enjoying them. Like if I'm eating the popcorn, I am really enjoying that popcorn, whereas before my cravings were more like things that I can even stomach versus things that I really want and enjoy. So it's definitely been different moving in from week 14 and week 15 slowly. I'm transitioning to liking things, liking the smells of certain things way more than I had in previous weeks in this pregnancy. I am just still having major heartburn, but this time, man, the heartburn is just raging nonstop. I am 10 pounds heavier starting this pregnancy than I was with her, so maybe that 10 pounds makes a difference because weight can definitely contribute to heartburn, but it's also just that valve being loose. And my other theory could be maybe it's just because it's my second pregnancy, things are happening a lot sooner, and my body is already used to this process, so it's like when the valve gets loose, it gets really loose the second time around. So it's just been weird. And something I want to point out, this is TMI. Hello, you're watching a pregnancy video. It's gonna be TMI, but my bra has looked really weird in the videos. It makes these little ridges, and it's because I have loosened the straps as much as humanly possible so that I get some relief. I don't have any compression on my boobs. The straps just hold my boobs in place because they are still super duper tender. But if you see like that gap, it's because my bra straps are super duper loose. I've noticed it in the videos, definitely. It's like, why does my bra look so weird? Well, it's because I loosened the straps weeks ago, and so it's just gonna look kind of weird. I think I'm gonna go ahead and buy some nursing bras soon so that I can be a little more comfortable, because this one is starting to feel really uncomfortable the larger my boobs are starting to get. I've definitely noticed some boob growth the last week or so, and the bra is getting way more uncomfortable. The lights are gonna go in and out because it's about to storm here, so I'm just really trying to deal with the light that I already have. I'm just gonna kind of work with it today. Let's go ahead and hop into my normal questions list that I go through every week. We are in week 15. Baby is the size of a navel orange. Let's jump into new symptoms. I had mentioned that I thought I felt baby movement. I felt little flutters, and it felt like just kind of a little bit of a rolling motion in my stomach. Well, I'm feeling that pretty much every day now. I'm definitely 100% sure it's the baby. I mentioned it to you guys, and then I changed over to the next week very soon after that, and I read in the app, and they're like, you might start feeling flutters. You may have already felt flutters if you're a second time or third time mom. And so I was like, yes, I know I'm feeling the baby now. I got some confirmation, and I really appreciate you guys leaving me comments. I know a lot of you guys are way more experienced in this than I am, and so seeing you guys saying, yes, it's probably the baby move, helped me feel more confident about it as well. So I always really appreciate your guys' comments about things, especially things I'm questioning or wondering about, or if I have questions on things. I just love that we have such a great community in the comment section, because I was like, am I going crazy? Because it does seem a little early, but now I feel more confident about it, especially now that the app said it, and I'm feeling it every day now. Basically, I'll be like laying back on the couch and I'll feel the little flutter feeling, and it feels just like kind of like a moving. So I'm thinking it's like when the baby's rolling around or doing some bigger movements, I'm feeling that. And I kept thinking, like looking at the apps, like if the baby's 3 inches or 4 inches and it's in there moving around, I should be able to feel something. I just feel like at some point I would be able to feel that. So I'm really glad that I'm feeling it more often now. And I do have a doctor's appointment in a few more days. It's just gonna be at the end of the week. So I wanted to go ahead and get this filmed so I can edit it. I'm having like really slow video turnaround right now. I'm just out of energy. So I'm like, it takes me a few days to edit a video now and get it up for you guys. So anyway, as far as symptoms, I'm having way less nausea, and overall I'm feeling a lot better as far as not just feeling miserable all the time, which is great, but I'm still super tired, basically zero energy most of the time. I barely did anything around the house this week because Olivia started swimming lessons and it has exhausted me. We go to swimming lessons. It was supposed to be 4 days a week, just 4 weekdays, and then we got rained out, actually lightninged out 2 of the days. So we got there and we'd start the class and then there would be a lightning strike and they make you get out of the pool for 30 minutes, which is totally normal, totally not complaining at all, but that's our whole class. So we see the lightning, get out, go home, and then we had 2 makeups because that happened twice. So we were in the pool all weekend as well, and it just exhausts me because we'll go, she'll have her swimming lesson, like getting ready for it is already like making me tired because I have no energy. I'm like a slug. And then we'll get there, she'll do her swimming lesson, and then we will swim together. So we'll practice some of the things she does because she's not ready to go. You know, her lesson's only 30 minutes long. She wants to swim some more. So I'll swim with her for like 30 minutes. And by that point, I am done. I'm totally dead and exhausted. And then I still have to come home and cook dinner. And then we did this every single day. So if we get there early, we'll swim a little bit before her class, and then we're swimming the 30 minutes after her class, and it's just a lot. And I didn't do hardly anything the whole time last week because that was where my energy went. So we're gonna have a session every so often all throughout the summer because I really want her to learn how to swim. She's like right on the verge of being comfortable putting her head under. She will go under and not breathe in water and have to cough and that kind of thing. So she's getting the hang of it. She just needs to learn those skills and she's getting more confident in the water. I've done swimming lessons with her in the past as the mommy baby classes, and she just did not do it very well. She wanted to just cling to me and not do anything because I'm in the pool with her. Now that it's just the coach and her and other classmates, it's been so much better. She's just followed along a whole lot nicer. The only symptom that has gotten worse is I'm having aches and pains. I don't know what they call this. I know there's a name for this, but it's like back pain that shoots down your leg. I'm having that just on the left side, and it's not all the time, but it's like a dull, achy feeling on just that one side on the leg, and like my thigh area, my hip area, everything's getting looser. And let me tell you, the days I'm actually in there swimming, I am super sore and tired after that because all my joints are a little bit different because everything's loosening up. It's just how it happens in pregnancy. I've definitely felt it in my hips and my thighs. I'm having one other newer symptom. Every time that I floss my teeth, my gums will bleed, but now they actually feel swollen. Like I can feel them with my tongue and they feel different and swollen, and they're kind of sore. So it's like all of my gum area. I'm really trying to floss really well to hopefully help with that. I'm still gagging like the whole time I'm brushing my teeth. The flossing's not so bad, except my gums are a little bit sore. As far as cravings, I'm starting to have more of them, and I'm also enjoying them a whole lot more. Like I mentioned, I've been craving Asian food. So I went to Pei Wei. You saw that in the meals video if you watched that. I just got obsessed with the lettuce wrap sauce. I made some at home and I had lettuce wraps for like 4 days because I had the ones from Pei Wei and then the ones I made at home. It really helped feed that craving. I'm kind of over it now. I'm still craving the hot and sour soup, so I may go back this week and get some more of that. They just have the best hot and sour soup at Pei Wei and P.F. Chang's. I'm also craving seafood, crawfish and shrimp and crab. I just really want all that stuff, so I made seafood gumbo and we've been having that, and I've been eating it for lunch as well. So I've been having it for lunch and dinner the last few days, and it's just amazing. I'm kind of shocked that I made it because it was so good. I basically just followed a recipe, but I was still surprised with it. I've also been still loving the cocktail shrimp. I bought another cocktail shrimp ring and I just love that. I've also been completely obsessed with popcorn, and I wanted like movie theater style popcorn. Super duper salty, over the top butter, and it's just so good, and I already made it. I'm waiting to have some after I film this. I don't think the Asian food's all that unhealthy. It is really full of salt, so that can be a problem, which I'll talk about in a second. But I've had 2 really healthy cravings. I've been craving Granny Smith apples. I ordinarily really like those anyway, but I've just wanted to eat those. I've been eating at least 1 a day, and also green grapes. I really like them. They're sour and sweet. And then I've been craving a couple of Not so good for you things. I have been craving Starbucks. So I get only the Frappuccinos. They're totally full of sugar. And I'll ask for 1 pump of the mocha sauce versus, I think it usually comes with 3. I get the medium-sized drink, the grande. So it comes with 3 pumps. I only get 1, so it's less sugar. It's quite a bit less sugar, but it's still very, very sugary. I've treated myself to those a couple of times. And then I've also been craving popsicles and ice cream bars, and it's just that time of year. We've been out in the pool, it's been really hot, and I've just been craving cold things like the ice cream bars. Johnny picked up some drumsticks and I've been really liking those. I'm really gonna try to limit myself with that part, and part of me limiting it is it increases my heartburn having the sugary things. I've noticed the less sugary stuff I have, the less my heartburn is a huge problem. So I'm really trying to limit that, trying to eat more of the healthier things. Although I've been eating a ton of salt. I was also told last pregnancy that I had normal but low blood pressure. I was having some, not fainting spells, but getting dizzy and lightheaded spells with my pregnancy with Olivia. And they did say I could eat pretty much all the salt I wanted because of that. So I think it's the same thing now. I'm just craving the salt, and it may have something to do with my blood pressure. It's always been low normal, and it's not been a problem except in Olivia's pregnancy, and we'll see. Hopefully it won't be a problem in this pregnancy, but I definitely crave salt so bad, even not being pregnant. As far as aversions, I only had 1 major aversion this week, and that was for broccoli. I did not even want to buy it. I haven't been buying it, even though it's a family favorite. We all love broccoli. And I've just not been able to even stomach buying it until recently, and having it cook in the kitchen was so gross. And then I didn't eat any of it. I didn't even want to look at it. It was so gross. And I bought it again this week because Johnny and Olivia haven't had broccoli and they absolutely loved it. It's just one of those things I used to buy pretty much every week. And basically this whole pregnancy I haven't been buying it. So I finally got it for them. The weeks I was super duper nauseous, there's just no way I could have cooked the broccoli in the house. It was just too smelly. But now I'm stomaching it enough to make it for them. But other than that, I haven't had any main aversions. Mint, of course, is gonna be just my arch nemesis this whole pregnancy and beyond probably. I think the mint thing is just one of those things I will never ever get over. As far as weight, I'm the exact same as last week, so no change from last week, but I am 6 pounds overall this pregnancy. And I have one new discovery. I haven't been quite as itchy this week because I got a little bit too much sun just on my shoulders. I got a little bit pink and I pulled out the aloe vera gel to treat that, to heal my skin because it was definitely a little bit sunburned. And I didn't have any itching. I put it on my shoulders and my arms and a little bit here. No itching. So I started using it on my stomach as well, and it has helped so much. So I definitely recommend, if you're itchy, try some aloe vera gel. I didn't even think about that. Compared to my pregnancy with Olivia, I was talking really excitedly in my week 15 video about finding out the gender. So the storm is gonna be starting. I've been hearing some thunder and you may pick up on it. We've just had really nasty storms the last week, and it's like this where a few hours it'll storm and then usually be fine after that. Anyway, with my pregnancy with Olivia, I was super excited to find out the gender. We had just scheduled my anatomy scan where I would find out the gender, and I already know. I've known for a couple of weeks now, and it's really nice to just already know. There were a couple of noteworthy things from my pregnancy with Olivia. I was feeling totally all better. I didn't even mention nausea or anything in that video, but I did mention green grapes, which is one of my current cravings this week. It's also one of my cravings from my week 15 with Olivia, which I think is strange. I don't watch the videos until I'm going to film this. It's really interesting to see some of these similarities, and it's also been a totally different experience at the same time. And then my other noteworthy thing about that was I said I was having some extended family stress, and it was my mom. I've already told you guys that. She was stressing me out during my pregnancy with Olivia, and I did end up cutting her off because she was just really stressing me out, and I got to the point where I just couldn't handle it anymore. I can't have you stressing me out. I can't get migraines because I'm stressed. So I cut her off during my pregnancy last time. I was like, the health of the baby and my health is just too dang important to be stressed out for made up stuff. And it's basically what it ends up being. It's just like made up issues. I definitely haven't had that stress this time around because I've had her cut off since end of September or early October, and it's been really pleasant to not have that extra stress. So moving on to the next thing, the best thing was the swimming. Olivia's just learning so much, and I really have enjoyed being able to swim. It's still a little bit cold in the water, but it is just so much fun. She enjoys it so much, and I'm just so glad that we're going to be able to swim so much this summer. This neighborhood has a really, really cool little kiddie area with some splashing things. There's some kiddie slides, and she just loves it. And then the worst thing is just being super tired, and that goes along with the swimming thing. I'm just so tired from all the extra activity and hustle and bustle that we're doing involving the swimming and the swimming lessons. And then also just the heartburn. I can't believe the heartburn is so bad. On this week's agenda, I'm just gonna say swimming lessons. I do really wanna work on more organizing, but I just can't handle all the extra movement and stuff when I'm doing the lessons because that just takes up all of my energy. I did have one person ask a question last week asking what the first name is because they want to match up, you know, what middle name suggestions they give. And I feel like if you don't watch my videos, you haven't heard the answer to this. But if you're a regular and you've been watching my videos, you know the answer. I'm not going to tell. I didn't tell with Olivia, and I'm not going to tell this time until the baby's born. And it's just because I don't want anybody's opinions on the name, because I know people will have really good intentions and other people will be trolly and just say nasty things, and I don't want anybody to poop on my parade. Because at this point, it's totally set in stone. It was set in stone before she was even a girl. If we were having a girl, this was gonna be her name. It was our second choice when I was pregnant with Olivia, so it's just always been the name, and I love it so much, and I just don't want the opinions on it, and I can't wait to tell you guys. I can't wait for her to be here, of course. But yeah, I'm gonna keep that one private. I tell you guys pretty much everything, but that's the one thing that I don't. And that's it. So let's go ahead and look at the bump. I gotta set my iPad down. I still use that for notes for everything. All right, let's look. My camera's starting to run hot, so I gotta show you guys before this battery dies. So scooch that back. There it is. I feel huge now. I think like this week, definitely notice a difference. There it is. Feels big, and I do have one thing to say, actually, one more thing. All right, I do have one more thing to say. This is another one of those TMI things. I have been eating a lot more fiber. I've been eating the apples and also the popcorn, which is full of fiber. I have not had constipation issues this week at all, and I've noticed a difference in the way my stomach feels. So I think the constipation was also leading to the stomach feeling so firm, and now it does not. It feels like jelly on top again, although inside I feel, you know, I feel the firmness lower down, but like up here, it's not as firm as I feel like it was in previous weeks. I feel like the layer of pudge on top again, whereas in previous weeks it just felt tight all over. Now I'm feeling the pudge more, so that's kind of unfortunate, but it's really good to be able to not be constipated. So I really hope I keep craving the fiber-rich foods because it's helped a lot. Anyway, that's it for this update. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and check down below because I will have my pregnancy update from week 15 for Olivia. I'll show that, and then I have a playlist for this pregnancy and a playlist for my pregnancy with Olivia listed down in the description box, so you guys can look at that if you are pregnant and need more pregnancy videos to watch. And that's it. Have a great day, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.